Today, I'll show you where to get all 100 star pieces in Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. Just to the right in Rogueport Square, there's a star piece behind these barrels and crates here. Go through this back alley in central Rogueport. Now head to the left and enter the house. There's a star piece hidden back here. Go to the Rogueport Badge Shop, but instead of entering the shop, go onto the roof, and when you go back here, you'll find a star piece on the roof. Slide between these walls near Professor Frankly's house. Jump up onto this first crate, and then keep going to the right to find a star piece. When you enter the sewers near Professor Frankly's house, go to the left and there's a star piece behind Dazzle, the NPC who trades you badges for your star pieces. On your way to the Thousand Year Door, there might be a big yellow block here. There's a star piece back here that you can get by walking around. When you first get to Petal Meadows, hit the first tree and a star piece will fall out. If you haven't already done this, whack this bush in Petal Meadows with your hammer. You need to go into this pipe that brings you into the background, and if you walk over to the right, you can get a star piece. Immediately to the right of Petalburg, whack this bush with your hammer and you'll get a star piece. Face away from this small yellow block and send out Koops holding the X button. If the small purple block isn't down here, make sure to hit this purple block so that the other purple block comes down, and then you can ride up on the yellow block. Release Koops, ride up on the yellow block, and jump across to get to this star piece. If you've broken these stone blocks, you can still get to this star piece by falling onto it from a floor above. Face away from this small purple block and send out Koops, holding the X button. Walk onto this other purple block and let go of the X button. It'll bring you up and you'll walk to the right and get a star piece. On the second floor of Hooktail Castle, jump through this window and walk over to the right where you'll find a hidden star piece. On this platform where you can transform into an airplane in Hooktail's castle, you need to turn into sideways paper mode and walk across without falling to get the star piece at the end here. Just walk straight across. Turn into sideways paper mode near the Trouble Center and sneak through this alley. There's a hidden star piece between the barrels and crates. In West Rogueport, there's a star piece behind the low wall right by the loading zone here. By the West Rogueport shop behind this bin, there's a hidden star piece. In West Rogueport, turn into paper mode and fall through this grate. Go over all the way to the right and go over all the way to the right again. Hidden back here behind the ruins, you'll find a star piece. In the small city in Rogueport sewers, go over to the left side and there's a star piece behind this pillar. At the entrance to the Pit of 100 Trials, look behind these steps for a star piece. Go to West Rogueport and slide down into the sewers here. You'll find a star piece behind this platform. When you're walking across this upper platform in Bogley Woods, keep going to the left and there's a star piece here. When you're in the area with Madame Flurry's house, whack the third tree with your hammer to get a star piece. Before you enter the pipe to Flurry's house in Bogley Woods, there's a star piece down here. In the room with the great tree that connects to the secret shop, whack this bush here with your hammer and you'll get a star piece. Before you get to the room where you get trapped in jail in the great tree, there's a star piece hiding behind this pipe here. After you and the Punies get trapped in jail, go down this pipe here and there's a star piece behind this pipe also. When you're chasing Lord Crump in the great tree and you're worried that it's going to explode, you can check this bush here because there's a hidden star piece. And yes, you can still access this room after you complete this chapter. There's a room with a hidden floor panel that has a star piece in the great tree. You can follow where I go to find it here. It's not very far from the entrance, but sometimes navigating around this tree gets a bit confusing. In the blue jail where the Punies were trapped in the great tree, there's actually a hidden floor panel with a star piece. Back in Madame Flurry's house, there's a star piece under a floor panel here. In the room where Punio showed you the pipe that leads to the Bogley Woods, there's a hidden star piece under a floor panel here. In the room with the black chest that teaches you the airplane ability, there's a hidden panel with a star piece. In the room with the Thousand Year Door, if you go down, there's a hidden floor panel with a star piece. Just to the right of the entrance to Rogueport sewers near Professor Frankly's house, you can ground pound here to find a hidden star piece. In the west part of Petalburg, right in front of the bubble down here, ground pound the floor and find a floor panel with a star piece. On the east side of Petalburg, there's a star piece under a floor panel just before you exit the town to the right. There's a room in Hooktail's castle with a bunch of cells, and there's a hidden floor panel in here with a star piece. I think this is a really hidden one. Outside of Professor Frankly's house, you can ground pound and you'll find a hidden star piece, panel. If you go into the back alley of Rogueport's main square, you can get behind Zesty's house. Back here, there's a floor panel with a hidden star piece. In central Rogueport Square, there's a hidden floor panel with the star piece right here. At the port of Rogueport, right by the stairs down here, there's a hidden star piece floor panel. In front of the Pianta Parlor in West Rogueport, there's a hidden floor panel with this star piece. On the left end of the train platform in Rogueport, there's a star piece hidden under a floor panel. Before going down this pipe to the Glitzville blimp, do a ground pound and find a hidden panel with a star piece. In the Rogueport Sewers City, this house on the left across from the shop has a hidden panel with a star piece. When you first make it to Glitzville, there's a secret floor panel with a star piece just to the south. Behind the telephone booth in southwest Glitzville, you'll find a star piece. Go to the juice bar in Glitzville and go behind the counter back here to find a star piece. Under the Rock Hawk poster, there's a star piece that you can get with either Coops or Tube mode. Before you enter the building for the Glitz Pit, check behind these plants and you'll find a star piece. At the entrance of the Glitz Pit, before you enter the fighter halls, there's a secret floor panel with a star piece here. In the storage room of the Glitz Pit, ground pound and find a secret floor panel with a star piece. As you progress through the game, you're going to get the key for the upstairs part of the storage room in the Glitz Pit. Go in there, break the big yellow block with your hammer, and as the camera pans over, you might notice that there's a star piece here. Make sure you don't forget to get it. When you're in this office and you're allowed to move, you can get the star piece behind this plant here, but that's not the only star piece here. As soon as you have a chance, check the drawers in this room. Seriously, if you don't do it now, you might have to complete every round of the Glitz Pit and become the champ again, and it'll save you a lot of time to just get it now. Drop down through this grate in West Rogueport and float over to the left with Yoshi. Go down this pipe and complete the platforming section, and there'll be a star piece at the right. Get onto the roof of the farthest east building in East Rogueport, and there's a hidden floor panel with a star piece on it. While you're on this roof, go across to the next roof, and you'll find that there's a star piece hidden back here. In Twilight Town, you can hammer the bushes here, and this one will have a star piece for you. Near the entrance of Twilight Town, there's a star piece hidden behind this part of the house. In Twilight Town, near the pumpkin patch, there's a hidden star piece behind these barrels here. To the right of Twilight Town, there's a star piece by this fallen tree. You can get it with Coops. As you exit Twilight Town and head to the right, there's a star piece behind this pipe before you enter the forest. Behind this short wall at the entrance to Creepy Steeple, there's a hidden star piece. When you enter Creepy Steeple, there's a secret room near the start that you can access with Tube mode. Hidden to the left over here is a star piece. In the room with the adjustable stairs in Creepy Steeple, there's a hidden floor panel with a star piece. At Creepy Steeple, go down the well and go to the right. Push this gate and use Vivian to hide and have the gate pass over you. Walk up the slope, go through the door, go into Tube mode, go to the right, and fall down the hole. Slightly to the right, there's going to be a star piece, and it actually jump scared me when I first got it. In the room with the parrot, there's a hidden floor panel with a star piece. In Keelhole Key, on the left part of the island, there's a star piece under a hidden floor panel here. On the south side of the beach of Keelhole Key, there's a star piece here that you could walk into. In the little town on Keelhole Key, there's a star piece behind this rock formation. Just to the right of the small town in Keelhole Key, hammer the first bush for a star piece. In the area east of the small town in Keelhole Key, there's a star piece behind a root in the area with piranha plants. Before you enter the Pirate's Grotto, there's a star piece hidden behind the rocks to the south here. In one of the first rooms of Pirate's Grotto, there's a star piece that you can jump to on this island. Above the big waterfall, there's a hidden panel with a star piece near the entrance to this room. In the storage room in Pirate's Grotto, that's the room with lots of barrels, you can use Coops to activate this switch, and then you want to get onto this platform, ride up high, jump on over to the left, ride up high again, and as you walk downwards, there's a star piece inside one of these barrels. In the room with lots of parabuzzy beetles, there's a hidden floor panel with a star piece in the center of the room. At the Rogueport docks, use the boat ability here to go all the way around to the southwest. Once you land on this little island, there's a star piece here to the right. In cabin 004 in the XS Express, there's a star piece hidden under a floor panel that you can get. At the front of the train, the XS Express, there's a hidden floor panel with a star piece. In cabin 008, where the Bob-omb family is staying, if you search the drawers, you'll find a star piece. When you progress through the story in chapter 6, you get a star piece for returning the pot to the chef. As you progress through the game, you'll get the shell earrings, and you can give those back to the girl in the XS Express for a star piece. In Riverside Station, go to the room with the moving parts that might remind you of Tick-Tock Clock from Mario 64, and the star piece is hidden all the way to the right behind this farthest moving piece. At the entrance to Poshley Heights, once you to get off the train, there's a hidden floor panel here with a star piece. At Poshley Heights, go to the first house on the left and there's a star piece behind the chair by the pool. Near the entrance of Poshley Heights, there's a little gap in this hedge on the right that you can walk into, and then walk up and you'll find the star piece. This is one of the more hidden ones also. This is the Penguin's house in Poshley Heights, and you can go to the left here inside the hedged area to get a star piece. Go to the part of Rogueport Sewers that leads to Petal Meadows and do your spring jump to grab onto this pipe up high. Climb across, drop down, go into the pipe, and if you go into this house in the background, there's going to be a star piece here that you can climb up to and collect. When you first enter the pipe to Chapter 7, there's a star piece just to the left under a hidden floor panel. On your way to Far Outpost, there's a star piece slightly hidden behind a thin bush here. Just before you reach Far Outpost, there's a hidden star piece behind this low wall. In the lower west part of Far Outpost, there's a star piece behind this low wall here. There's a star piece behind these boxes in General White's house in Far Outpost. In front of the cannon statue in Far Outpost, there's a hidden floor panel with a star piece. On the part of the moon that leads to the X-Knot Fortress, there's a star piece hidden behind this rock here. You can get a star piece from the claw machine game in the X-Knot base. If you don't have the cog in the machine yet, you'll have to go up into the vents. Then you'll drop down through one of the vents and fall into the room with the cog and collect the cog. Then, bring the cog back to the crane game room, which is on sub-level 1 all the way to the left. Put the cog in and then press the buttons in this order: left, right, middle. Play the crane game and then bring over your star piece and you can collect it. In the vents of the X-Knot base, go all the way to the bottom left and you'll find a star piece in the corner there. I really recommend you watch my video where we look at the best badges in this game to have an incredibly powerful Mario that can take out anything and deal max damage. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day ahead of you, and take care, everybody.